Henry the Strange Bee, written by Filiz Behaettin, illustrated by Maryna, Kryvets. Are you ready? Let's take a look. The honeybees all looked the same, yet amongst them was a rather different-looking bee. His name was Henry. Not only did Henry look different, but he acted differently too. Henry flew around in zigzags, and he didn't make a buzzing sound like the other bees. Henry made trumpet sounds instead. All the other bees loved Henry, all except for Mr. Fuzzy Grumpy. Mr. Fuzzy Grumpy was a mean, grumpy bee who would make fun of Henry. All the bees were scared of Mr. Fuzzy Grumpy, including Henry.
"You're not a proper bee, Henry. You make trumpet sounds and have bright stripes. Zigzags away and let the real bees work," he yelled.
Henry was sad. "Why don't I look like the other bees?" he thought to himself. The next day Henry flew away. As he was flying, he saw a large mud puddle. "I've had enough of these bright stripes." Sad and upset, Henry began rolling around in the mud. Just at that moment, something caught his eye. It was a large daisy flower. "I'm going to be like the other bees." Henry flew straight into the bright yellow center of the flower. "Now, to prove to Mr. Fuzzy Grumpy I am a proper bee." Henry began to fly home when he heard a faint sound. "Help! Help! Help!" As Henry flew closer, he could see a big spider getting ready to have his dinner. Henry zigzagged into action. "Too, too, too, too!" Boom! "It's okay, Mr. Fuzzy Grumpy. You can open your eyes. He's gone." All the other bees had arrived just in time.
"Who are you?"
asked Mr. Fuzzy Grumpy and the other bees. "Who am I?" "Henry!" yelled all the other bees in excitement. Mr. Fuzzy Grumpy couldn't believe his eyes.
"Oh, Henry, I'm terribly sorry. If it wasn't for your trumpet sounds and zigzagging, I would have been eaten alive. I'm sorry for being mean because you were different."
"That's okay, Mr. Fuzzy Grumpy. I guess being different isn't so bad after all."
"No, it isn't, Henry. Now get rid of that silly disguise. I much prefer your real Henry."
From that day on, Henry proudly showed off his bright stripes, trumpeted loudly, flew in zigzags, and realized nothing was wrong with being different. I hope you enjoy this book. And don't forget, you are special. Be good for Mommy and Daddy. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching.